This is Speakers of Iceland. And we're back, everyone, with part three. We're back with part 3 of Speakers of Eidolon.
Can't even make the intro right.
Never change. Welcome to the Big Fat 2016 review stream. And now we're actually at the review part, last part of our podcast today. And we're going to do something that we haven't really done properly before. We're gonna evaluate Heavensward, and I guess conclude with it if it was a good expansion or not. First of all, let's talk about the stuff that we liked in Heavensward. Let's start with the good stuff. I mean, Orange, you have a lot of stuff here. Let's start with the Beast Tribe dailies, which is your favorite part. What is it about the Beast Tribe dailies that you like so much? I've always wondered, so just like a general question.
Okay, the first thing about dailies are that they are fun.
Yeah.
Nothing very
Okay.
combined.
I have never understood your fascination for dailies, because they are literally the same quests every day.
So, what made it different from a Realm Reborn Beast Tribe quests?
Yeah.
Well, you use
What made it
mounts
better?
for
Wait,
you
what?
use mounts.
you use...
Okay, the beast tribes let you use their mounts to help them.
Right, but you did that in the Realm Reborn too.
No. Oh,
yes. They are literally the same as the Realm
No, they are
Reborn.
better.
I don't
they-
see how.
They give you their outfits. Okay, I like them. Next
Okay, let's move on. I just wanted to give it like a quick outliner though for Heavensward. Heavensward. What did Heavensward add to the game though? Because Beast Tribes didn't add anything to the game.
Flying mounts.
Flying mounts. Good point. We finally got flying mounts, and the way they implemented it though should be.
Are you happy with it?
No.
Why?
Having to unlock, I see why they did it. That's what's so frustrating about it. But
Because you want to experience every location.
yeah, I know. But they placed
Or
them.
they want you to experience.
Now they
Because they put so much effort into making all these locations, so everyone has to see all of them.
I
They can
know.
fly freely in the zones.
I know. But they
You have to
placed
really look at them.
them though in areas that were stupid. Like I remember one specific spot in Curtis, Western Highlands, where we had to jump to a specific point. It was a nightmare to get to. Now they've made it
So
a lot
you-
We
easier.
commented
Take
that
a
on a
good
previous
look.
episode.
Oh right, yeah, we did. Yeah, they patched it, so now it's following you. It's right next to the main story NPCs.
Yeah.
Okay, someone mentions DirectX 11. That's a good thing that was brought into the game, giving us more detail and shadows.
Acting bosses.
Voice acting bosses. That's a good one. I really liked Sophia was very well done. And everyone in the vault. Just the vault in general is a very good dungeon and has a very high standard compared to the others, especially
What?
Dusk Vigil.
I kind of feel like Heavensward was a bigger expansion. I mean, not bigger, but it meant more for the people who played 1.0, because this was kind of like the expansion that everyone
Yeah.
expected to come, and for the people who started playing A Realm Reborn, it was like
Yeah.
expected, but I think it meant more for the 1.0 players than it did for the Realm Reborn players.
Possibly, yes, because it was sort of the expansion we were.
It was like the promised land.
Yeah,
kind of.
it was. We had Ishgard in 1.0, we never got there, and then finally here it was.
And same with Alamigo, really, but
yeah, I guess. Well, Alamigo, let's not get into that debate again, but I lost what I was about to say. Of course, Ishgard in itself was a nice feature to add. However,
obviously,
there are parts of Ishgard that I don't like, especially the zone dividing. The fact that they added a new area
throughout the game. Come on.
Yeah, but yeah.
Limsa.
Yeah, but those weren't originally 2 zones. They did that because of the it's no, never. Let's not. Just it disappointed me. That's all. When they have to split a city state in 2, that's always sad.
I also loved Aquapolis.
Aquapolis is good, very good.
That was late Heavensward, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course, but it's still Heavensward.
True.
It's surprisingly fun.
What do you think about the Heavensward lore compared to A Realm Reborn?
See that. that one is difficult.
What do you
That's
say?
the major talking point, really.
I loved the lore in Heavensward much more than the A Realm Reborn.
See, people are going to be divided here.
I am not agreeing with that conclusion.
Okay, so we got both sides here. I'm a bit torn. I'm a bit in the middle, because I loved A Realm Reborn, because A Realm Reborn...
The Binding Coil of Bahamut.
Well, I mean, that's technically side story.
It is,
but
okay. For example,
tied to the main story in a sense.
If you look at, for example, the Warriors of Darkness,
yeah,
the story there, it just
that's the problem.
It just got off like really unexpectedly, and the last cutscene that we got from A Realm Reborn, the Chalice or what it was called.
Yeah,
I don't remember the title, but whatever. It was pretty good.
Before the Fall.
We still haven't seen the one for Heavensward, though.
No, we haven't. That's true. We're not done with Heavensward yet. Coil was better than Alex.
True.
Yeah, Coil was better than
Coil
Alex.
was better than Alex.
I'm talking about the main story.
But yeah, let's focus on the main story for now.
Maybe it's too early to talk about it, actually.
Yeah, it might be too early. But overall, though, story arc wise, I feel like A Realm Reborn was more consistent. It had the red thread going through the entire thing. While in Heavensward, we went sort of like they killed the A Realm Reborn, and I'm never like this is the biggest problem I had with Heavensward was the fact that they killed the A Realm Reborn storyline. We ended at a cliffhanger in A Realm Reborn with the Sultana being poisoned and Ul'dah going.
Another one.
Yeah, and Uldana standing without a sovereign, and like everything just went to fucking shits. And then all of a sudden, she wasn't dead, and everyone was fine. And
I think it's because it was going to be a big loss for the people.
But that's.
And maybe Hochefand wasn't going to be so much missed.
Actually, there is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What?
I feel like the background story for A Realm Reborn was so much more.
I mean, there was no way Heavensward was going to top that part of the expectation.
The background story was just so. I don't know. Even I have no words to explain it.
It's kind of because the background story for A Realm Reborn is a little bit real because it actually happened.
That's what makes it so cool. And, yeah.
While Heavensward is sort of
so
back
to you can't really top that. So
I see your point, and especially like I especially like how they ended it. But I'm not gonna say anything about Heavensward's end main story because we obviously haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping it'll be just as grand as A Realm Reborn, maybe even better. Who knows?
Hopefully without dragons.
Hopefully without dragons. I'm so fucking tired of dragons. Nidhogg, if he returns, I swear to the 12, I'm gonna keep playing. Anyway.
It's better that he returns for the last part of Heavensward and coming back in Stormblood, so
That's true. I'd rather have him just appear quickly and then die again
Yeah.
than be gone.
No,
Die,
is that he's alive.
I mean, technically, he could be alive with those eyes, but let's not get into those details. Okay, so
aren't the eyes actually eternal?
He's
or
alive.
something?
I guess. Let's not talk about it. I hate Nidhogg. Although I do have to say, the final steps to faith, that trial is amazing. And
Because Nidhogg is amazing.
yeah. Moving on.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so the trials. The trials from Heavensward were very good. Very good. And I don't know what they did differently. I feel like I don't know what it is, but they're very well made compared to the A Realm Reborn ones, which I felt were a bit basic, except for perhaps Titan.
Yeah.
Titan was good.
Titan was a good fight, and
Garuda was a bit different too.
I don't know if this is nostalgic, but I actually really enjoyed Ifrit the first time I did it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Ifrit, but I agree. The first time you sort of do a primal in Final Fantasy XIV, and it's Ifrit, the classic, Ifrit, and the fight is amazing, for the first time when you play it. Although, in retrospect, when you play it again, it's not
Can you guys listen to Ifrit music now?
No.
Because I'm very sick of it.
Oh, someone also brings up Shiva. A Realm Reborn had actually a very
good
one. Shiva was a
good.
very good one.
Yeah.
But I'd say it's more like a good-looking fight, more than mechanic-wise.
Yeah, I agree. They feel bigger, they feel grander. Even though Ravana is a very tiny fighting arena, it feels... I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, but it's very close between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, primal-wise, because they've always been very good at trials.
If I had to choose the best trials in the game, I'd say Sophia for sure, Ravana, and maybe Sephiroth.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
I know so many people disagree with me.
I also like very much Nidhogg fight. But when I discovered that the position between when you're positioning between phase 1 and phase 2 for the big AoE thing, and the positioning doesn't matter, because I thought that you had to stand on the cycles.
Oh right. No, if you stand on the circles, I think you get hit, right?
What?
What fight are we talking about? Sephiroth?
No.
I saw now.
I was saying that I was a bit disappointed with Nidhogg. Because
true.
You realize that the first times with the Nidhogg, I think we all were standing on the cycles because they were 8.
True.
And that doesn't matter at all.
Nope. But it was still a good fight. Visually, that fight looks...
Oh yeah, the visually is stunning. It's amazing.
Make that reaction of mine a GIF and post it everywhere.
I'd say my favorite one is Ravana and Thordan. I can't choose between those.
Okay.
Thordan was good.
Yeah. Thordan was good, yeah. Shit. I've forgotten so many of the trials. Thordan is amazing. Okay.
You said before that the first time you played Ifrit was good. Wow. Then Thordan, how big?
Thordan was pretty fucking amazing.
Thordan was good.
Yeah. Okay.
But Ultima, though.
Oh
yeah, Ultima.
I remember, yeah, okay, let's be honest. Ultima was an amazing fight the first time we did it.
Yeah,
but then you had to do it 40 million times to get that level, what was it, 180 choker that dropped there? Was it hard? Well, nothing about hard mode. I haven't done normal mode in ages. But I remember farming hard, and just the song, the theme for Ultima, I know it goes to people, it's very good. It's very good, but I've heard it too many times. I can't.
Oh, that doesn't happen to me.
Oh.
And I just remember that I have to carry you on Nidhogg.
The tune that I heard the most, that I'm the most annoyed of.
I forgot about that. Yeah, what?
Was when I was farming a light.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to do Gilgamesh over and over and over. and that tune. Oh,
of Garuda, yeah.
no, Gilgamesh.
Oh, Gilgamesh. What is going on with me? I was in my own world. Yeah, Garuda. Yeah, you're performing Garuda.
I was performing live,
Gilgamesh.
and I had to do Gilgamesh
think
over and
that's
over and over.
Only trial that I don't like.
Gilgamesh, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, it
very-
was cool the first few times, and then
You know, you mean the first one, the first Gilgamesh one on the bridge?
yeah,
The
Yeah,
first one was very weak.
yeah.
it was cool the first time, and
It
then
had-
it became
yeah.
very repetitive. Like,
It was cool to see Gilgamesh and fighting him the first time
Yeah.
and hearing his theme, which is pretty amazing. But then again, when you
I
hear
think
it enough
Japanese
times,
people love more than we do.
probably.
And
I just want to, I need to clarify something, by the way. Orange said he carried me through Nidhogg. I just need to specify that he didn't do it because I couldn't do it. It's because I was late to the party and I had to do it alone with pugs. And
excuses.
pugs, no,
Fucking a lot of excuses.
not only that, but I had very
Making
long
excuses.
queue time.
Excuses.
Let's move on.
I think you
just
actually hate Dragons and Nidhogg because you can't. You had a lot of troubles with him. Remember the start of 3.3 with our housing drama
Yeah.
that you didn't even want to play on patch day.
Yeah, true. I didn't play on patch
You
day.
hate him because of that.
True.
Didn't you actually lose your electricity or something?
No, the fucking servers crashed. So let's not talk about this. This has nothing to do. We're way off track here.
Excuses.
Okay, so the music in general. The music in Heavensward is good.
What's the best song?
Ravana.
That's mine.
Idleshire.
Honestly, I'm going to say Matoya's Cave. Like,
Oh
seriously.
yeah, fuck yeah, Matthias Cave is really good.
I'd say Ravana. I think.
Ravan is good too. There's
I
a lot
love.
of good tracks.
I love the voice from Ravana too much. I think.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Alexander was also pretty good.
yeah.
I kind of end up hating Alexander music. I don't know why.
What?
Because they did it too many times.
The first one, the music that sounds on the first turns.
Yeah, that's pretty boring actually. Yeah,
I
I
think it
did
was-
like
Yeah,
Root.
the Brute Justice music was very good, and the the last one, how is it called? The
Creator.
Alexander Prime.
Yeah, yeah. Thornton. I
Thornton
was about to
music.
say
Thornton
is
and
really good.
Ravana for me again.
Yeah. I think
Well,
I'm just
Thornton-
gonna.
I think Thornton is the best trial.
Yeah.
The only trial music that I
In
hate,
Heavensward.
Titan, which is just loud noises.
Yeah, it is. Thornton.
I
No,
don't
sorry,
know
not
how-
Thornton, but
How can people love that song?
Titan and Sephiroth. I mean, Sephiroth is better, in my opinion.
Oh, Sakura is
Yeah.
okay.
I did mean to say Leviathan and Titan have soundtracks that people hype.
Wait.
Leviathan.
Music?
Does Leviathan have music? Are you seriously asking if Leviathan
Oh,
has?
I
If
wow.
you didn't like Titan, you're not gonna like Leviathan. You're telling me you
I
haven't.
will listen to it later.
Whoa! You haven't heard the theme for
I don't
Leviathan?
remember it.
And do you
I'm
know
gonna play
who's
it now,
actually
hold on.
singing it? Or who's saying Leviathan?
Yeah.
What the fuck is?
Was it? Because
It's the producer
yeah,
himself.
it's the sound designer, the Soken.
But it's okay, yeah. But the funny thing is,
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
that
This is his
Well,
orange.
wasn't wasn't that the trial where they actually had played a female
Yeah.
to sing that voice, and it was
Mhm.
pretty good. But then
I think Yoshi P said that
Yoshi
he.
P wanted it to be a man or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and then he just had to do it like last minute,
Mm-hmm.
and it become what it is.
It is
became
yeah, it
what
became
it
what
is.
it is today. I've heard the female version, and it's I think that one's better in my opinion. I don't like the Titan one. I don't like the Leviathan one. I feel like they're a bit. I mean, Titan is iconic, but I feel like Leviathan was a little bit lazy. But yeah.
And the Sophia music is also very good.
Oh yeah, that's
But
true.
I have I have bad memories when I was doing SoH Extreme, so I kind of hate it.
It's still a good song though. Okay. That's the music covered. The new race, the Aura.
What did it bring to the table?
I'm gonna take the unpopular opinion, I think, and I'm gonna say that I was a bit disappointed with the Aura.
Pretty boring.
Oh, and I'm gonna explain. I
would rather want the rabbits.
I expected more from the Aura.
More of what?
I expected them to not just be a mix between Ellison and Hyur with horns. That's what they are, and there's... I don't know what it is, but we talked about this in like the episode we did before Heavensward was released. We did the character creator, and we both commented that they look just like a Hyur, like we were making a Hyur.
How much time did you think they spent making that new race? For example...
Well, remember, we actually looked at drawings or concept art for the races that they had planned, and the Aura was supposed to look a lot different from what we got. And it almost seems like they went for a simpler style, which I suspect they might have done to make it easier to create...
other things?
That and make it easier to create gear for them, seeing as they have a physique of an Ellison. They don't really have
there are quite a lot of gear that crops through a lot of things.
Yes.
So...
I think they basically used like a model for an Ellison or something as their body type.
The sad thing is that when you first make a race and you make a baseline for a race and you release it, it's a lot harder, I think, to change it after.
Yeah.
So that's the sad thing about it. It's probably just gonna stay like this for the entirety of this MMO, but
Orange.
I was a Mikote. Well, my character was a female Mikote before Heavensward, and when I saw Aura the first moment, I was really confident that I was going to switch to it. And I did at launch. I used my Fantasia, and I really like my character. The only thing, my character is the only female character which is in the logo here. But the only thing that I don't like about my character is that her hair clips through everything.
Yeah,
it's the most annoying hair ever. I love the hair, but
I mean, we should probably save this to the things we don't like. But clipping in general is a thing.
Staffs.
That really bothers me. What? Oh yeah, staffs. Like the fact that they made the Black Mage staff clip through the Black Mage hat.
The hat, yeah.
Let's just leave that there. I mean, clipping is something we've grown used to now. I'm numb to it now. I don't really bother about it anymore.
Yeah, I don't really... it's not a big problem, but
no.
It's annoying.
It is annoying.
It is annoying.
I wish...
I love my character. I'm not going to change, but they can... I would love them to fix this since we are getting rid of PS3.
Yeah.
At least I know that many other games rise the hair when you are about to... when it's about to get glitched.
Yeah.
Like this. And I think that's a good solution, and it's very easy to add.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. They did say that they found it too difficult to fix clipping because of how the system or how the game engine works.
Yeah.
I believe they said something like that. That's why they aren't actually doing anything about it at the moment. But that doesn't mean they're never going to fix it. Who knows? Maybe they one day, like 6.0, they change the engine and we have beautiful flowing hair with physics.
And there are people in chat saying that Lala is the master race.
Of course.
I do like the small, cute characters in other games, but Lalafels in this game, I like the male ones. I would be a male Lalafell if I chose my character to be a male one.
Okay.
But the female ones are so annoying. The boys are so bad.
The creepy thing about the small races in this game is that they look like small kids.
Yeah, they do.
The modes are
With
so
boobs.
Annoying. I don't find any other word.
Or they don't really have boobs, but
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try to defend Lalafels. They add diversity to the races.
obviously because they are the only one that's small.
Diversity is adding a naff race.
Leave the naths out of the fucking
No,
race.
I want the fucking naff.
Just put on your nath outfit and you can be nath.
Diversity would be a race that wouldn't look humanoid or that wouldn't look like a human.
Well, they look like a potato. They look
But
like a
that's
potato.
a very human-like...
Is looking like a potato a very human-like trait? Okay.
I mean, do we have any race that doesn't have any like typical humanoid traits or humanoid?
No. Well,
no.
I mean, all the beast tribes do, I guess. Like goblins.
Are they playable?
No. True.
Is there anything that's playable that doesn't look like a humanoid?
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't. They're all humanoid.
I have about races.
Yeah. Too bad. But all in all, though, with that being said, the aura does look pretty good. I'm just saying that I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't do more with the race. They sort of chickened out somewhere.
I like that the aura look more elegant than the other classes, and I don't know, they look exotic.
Yeah. How about playing as a Moogle? That would be fucking amazing.
Oh.
That would be kind of groundbreaking in a way, because I don't think there are not a lot of Final Fantasy games that allow you to play as a Moogle.
Wow, that would be a blast. I haven't think about that.
And they are already in the lore. They are already in the world, so possible. Okay, so we've talked a little bit. Okay, chat again. Please shout out if there's anything you like, particularly in Heavensward. As we now move on to the level 50 to level 60 leveling experience. By the way, Orange, you put that as something you liked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, I do have to say that I'm a very weird person when it comes to likes or dislikes, you know. But I really, really, really liked the leveling, the quests, the areas, the the music while leveling. I really love everything. The dungeons. When I played the Vault, I was amazed. I was like, "Whoa, this is the best thing ever!" And but I don't have any complaints about the leveling experience. Not even Moogle quests.
You liked
the
Moogle quests.
I have done twice the Moogle quests.
I have nothing to say.
I was happy when I was leveling my character.
I have to say, leveling from 50 to around 55, I didn't mind. But then it was like when you reached 56, things started to really steepen in the experience curve. And usually at that point, you had used up all your resting bonus. So you were on bare bones EXP. I felt like the road from 56, then up to 59, and then that long leap from 59 to 60 being a hell to level.
Yeah.
Wow. No.
That's what I was going to say, because I thought that when I was leveling up, obviously I played the game a little bit later than you guys because I was on a trip just after the game launched. But I feel like the leveling kind of grew along with the main story quest. So if you did the main story and then occasionally did a few dungeons, then perhaps the leveling roulette and everything, then it was okay. But it was the last two levels or the last level that was taking a lot more time. But Yeah, I thought it was overall okay. There wasn't that much grinding, I feel, at least for the first class that you level to 60 if you were doing the main story quests. But obviously on the last level, or the two last levels, I felt there were a lot of grinding.
You go to a new area in the last level, which is Asisla. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Asisla,
and it's the coolest area.
That's true.
And I that was a big blast to me.
That's true.
I also really quick. The chat is saying that the model quests were horrible. I'm pretty sure they are, but I like them. I don't know. They were relaxing. You didn't have to fight in mostly every quest.
Right. Well.
All right. Now I remember.
The next question will be: will you use?
Yeah, I was about to say, chat. Next question: will you be using jump potions? This is a reference to the previous episode.
We talked about that in the last episode,
and it almost sounds like I'm being two-faced here by saying that I found the leveling to be horrendous, and then saying that I don't want jump potions. I still feel like that is required. I'm not going to use jump potions. Short answer: no.
I'm not going to use jump potions because I already have all my characters to 60.
Yeah. Lonigan.
I have to edit my earlier response because from what you guys were talking about, I remembered what it was to level to 60, and now I remember I think I did almost every quest in every new zone there is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a little bit long.
Yeah, suddenly he remembered. Yeah, it was, to me, it was a fucking awful grind, and I almost lost the will to complete my leveling, but I had to, so I did it. But yeah, it was a pretty long grind.
I enjoyed it because I was doing dailies.
Fuck you and your dailies. Okay.
But I'm pretty, like I said in the last episode, I'm up for. I mean, I think it's good to be. To have the leveling potions.
The problem I have with leveling potions is the fact that you're leveling. Oh god, we're doing this again. We already did this in the previous episode, but I like the achievement of having leveled a class to the cap. That is an achievement in the game.
But it's a time achievement. It's not about skill.
No, but it's still
a lot of people just work for 8 hours, then just go home and spend another 2 hours, and
then don't play this game.
Why wouldn't you play the game?
No, but seriously, you can still. People that use that argument, it's such a stupid argument because yes, you don't have much time to play. Then play the time that you have and enjoy it. I don't see, because even though you don't have time, other people have time, and should they be able to ruin the experience for people that do have time? Did I say this correctly? I got lost in my own argument.
But do you think a person who works for 8 hours in an office or wherever they work and comes back from an exhausting day, they want to queue for leveling roulette and get Totorak? Do you think?
Well, we still have to do it, so why shouldn't they? I feel like...
well, they are giving another way to level up. You won't be... Well, never mind.
If you don't have time to play an MMORPG, then you shouldn't play one. It's pretty easy. It's just the same as if you don't have time to bake 40 cakes in a day, then don't fucking bake 40 cakes in a day.
Use a fucking robot. Use a fucking cooking robot.
And I love how my example, I don't know why I chose baking cakes, but...
really bad example, actually.
Well if... there are people here that agree, I guess. Oh yeah, how do you guys feel about the Black Mage skill name Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3 instead of Fira Firaga? Fira. I'm guessing the two here don't really care too much about that.
Well, my main is a Black Mage. I wouldn't say that I've thought about that too much. There's a Fire 2, there should be a Fire 3. Isn't there also an Ice 3 for White Mage? So Should that be named something else or?
Yeah, this is explained in a book, as it says in chat in the Google library hard. But in my 1.0 memory, I have so much 1.0 stuff in my head right now, but it's, I believe in and it's mixing with the other games. I believe in 1.0 they had Kura, Kuraga. Chat, kill me if I'm saying this wrong, because I might be wrong. But yeah, they changed it for some reason to 2.0. I, for one, think it might just be because it's easier to understand.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, it's easier to differentiate the skills.
Are those names like that in the other Final Fantasy? Games?
Well, originally they were Cure 1, Cure 2, Cure 3, and then along the way they sort of changed to Cure, Kuraga, Kura, Kuraga, Fire, Firaga.
But
is
it only? No, finish.
It's there's no set, like both systems are used in different games. There's no real system.
I think it would be cool if they said in the description it could be Fire Firaga and so on, but
yeah,
Mm.
Fire 1, Fire 2, and Fire 3, so easier to understand for new players.
It's not only a Final Fantasy thing, because when I played Persona 4, they used this naming system.
Yeah,
but it's a bit different. I think it was like Fire. Well, I'm going to search it.
Yeah, while I do that, they say that in the Japanese client it's called Fire Firaga. If that is the case, that is most likely because Fire Firaga is more known to the Japanese players than to the West.
Okay, never mind. I was wrong. It's
there's
they might have similarities between the naming system. For instance, for Fire is AG. It's called like Maraji, Agila, Marajan, Agidine, Maragidine.
What?
So,
okay. What game was this again?
Persona 4.
Oh, Persona 4, right. Lonigan seems to be having some difficulties here. We'll just carry on. What else were we...
No technical difficulties, just people...
Oh, people passing by. Nice. Okay.
Things we didn't like in Heavensward now?
Okay,
things
so...
we didn't like?
Things we don't like. Well, of course, we talked about the leveling thing. We're a bit torn here.
But one thing...
I think I'm the weird one here.
Yeah.
Okay, just ask one question.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we raised this question. What was your favorite cash roll raid?
Oh, right, you mean the Alliance raids. Yeah. So... how does the current Alliance raids match up with the A Realm Reborn ones then?
What was the best from A Realm Reborn? I personally think Labyrinth of the Ancients was pretty good.
Really?
What?
Or am I thinking about the other one?
Wow, that's that's an interesting choice.
I mean, when it came out, I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, that's true, because it blew my mind.
But obviously, later it became boring. But then,
because if you look at Labyrinth now, it had like the wrong setup. It had 2 tanks on each.
But I don't think it's fair to judge the state of the raids right now.
True.
You have to judge what it was when it came out.
Yeah.
So when Labyrinth of the Ancients came out, I really loved that.
Yeah.
And obviously, from Heavensward, I think the latest one,
Weeping City of Mark.
Yeah, it was the best one from Heavensward, I think.
Yeah.
Basically because of Osma, but
yeah, Osma pretty much sealed the deal. I really enjoyed World of Darkness.
Or was I talking about Crystal Tower?
Or Circus Tower, as it's called. Yeah, I liked all of them, but the atmosphere in the World of Darkness and just the aesthetic
was pretty good. But compared to Mark.
Well, now my favorite in Heavensward is clearly Mark. Because we only have 2 to choose from.
If you both have to do a ranking of the alliance raids,
Mm-hmm.
how would it be from worst one to best one?
You mean from the entire series, from
Oh,
Around
yeah,
the
yeah.
World and
No, both Arena Reborn and Heavensward raids.
Okay. Well, in my case, I think the worst one for me would be Labyrinth of the Ancients. And then I think on a close
Really?
second,
Void
yeah.
Ark?
And then I'll put Void Ark on.
You really think Labyrinth of the Ancients was worse than Void Ark? Void Ark when it came out?
The worst
Oh,
one
yeah.
is
By
When
far.
it came out?
Labyrinth of the Ancients. It's
Void Ark was actually pretty good when it came out. And I was more blown away by Void Ark than I was by
Yeah,
Labyrinth of the
okay.
Ancients. Although Labyrinth of the Ancients blew me away in a different way because it was completely brand new content.
For
Well,
some reason, I really like Behemoth.
that was a nice mechanic, I agree.
but the off tanks didn't go to where they had to go
yeah.
all the time. And that fight was a horrible.
It was a mess of a fight. It was.
Yeah,
but,
it was a mess of a fight.
but cool
But I
mechanics.
think, yeah.
But the way that Labyrinth blew me away. The way Jesus, Labyrinth of the Ancients blew me away because it was brand new content. It was like we didn't have 24-man raids. It was also one of those things that we had been hearing about since 1.0. They said that Crystal Tower was going to be a thing, and then in with Void Ark, I was still blown away, and that at that point it wasn't new content, and it was something we'd seen before, but it was so cool that it blew me away. But it's still my second worst one. Then it goes to Circus Tower, and then World of Darkness.
Oh, we have two more.
And Weeping City of Mach. Isn't that correct? I think that's correct.
But
might.
the funny thing is that the trend with all of the Alliance raids is that, or maybe not all of them, but most of them, usually the last boss is the easiest.
Yeah, that's weird. That's pretty much for
Yeah.
every single one.
And almost, the next to the last boss is
Mhm.
almost always the hardest one.
Yeah, it is. And it's so weird.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about this.
It's in every single one of them. I guess Amon in Circus Tower wasn't really much of a challenge. But other than that, the other ones were pretty hard.
The things, can I?
You can? What?
There's someone in chat saying that I brought him to Labyrinth of the Ancients. I don't like Labyrinth of the Ancients, but when that happened, there was only Void Ark in Heavensward, and we kind of were all like a bit disappointed because we expected more, and in that moment I thought they will be better, and I still think if I had to do my ranking, it's pretty much yours. The worst one being Labyrinth of the Ancients, then Void Ark, then Circus Tower. Then I think I'd say Match. Because I still don't like the last boss. I think it's a...
But is it worse than World of Darkness last
Darkness
boss?
was really cool.
I guess.
If you have to compare all the bosses... No, I think World of Darkness is better than Max.
Really?
Ozma is the best Alliance boss for sure.
Yeah.
It's the best mechanic-wise and looking boss. But I'd say World of Darkness was.
So you're
better.
basically giving a Realm Reborn a point. So you think the Realm Reborn raids are better than the.
We still have to see the 3.5 raid.
True.
But I would say
and
that,
I have I don't have high hopes for it, but
yeah,
I know it will be very good.
Lanigan.
But I would say that the last boss of Void of Darkness and the last boss now Ozma is one of the more innovative Alliance raid battles.
Yeah. I think everyone pretty much agrees on that. That's clearly one of the best.
But I think
bosses.
I feel like Ozma tops it. I mean, Ozma, the first time you were doing it, it was like,
yeah,
it was pretty cool. Like,
yeah. you felt like you were doing like that felt like an actual raid that you did with
Yeah, an actual
24
challenge.
people. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was just
That was
the grandeur of everything was
And the
pretty cool.
reward of doing everything good was very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way it was shifting between phases
But
was
remember-
a lot cooler than
But-
other boss battles, I feel, in the Alliance raids.
Yeah.
But remember, do not underestimate the World of Darkness mechanics, because, for instance, you had to go inside a belly.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Oh yeah, I mean
The-
Cerberus. Yeah, right. No, that's true.
Uh,
I remember that being
And
kind of
the last
amazing.
boss was amazing too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like World of Darkness.
A adds, B belly, C Cerberus. I still remember the setup there. Okay. So I think we're gonna tie here. I feel like they did a overall good job then on the raids. Yeah. Let's just for fun compare the actual raids, because I'm pretty sure we already have a winner here, but the actual like hardcore raids for A Realm Reborn versus
hardcore
Heavensward.
raids.
Yeah, we're talking Coil versus Alex here.
Hmm.
I still have to. Well, we're comparing the normal mode, right?
Well, I guess we're gonna have to, because
Are we going?
Coil didn't have any normal
No.
or hard mode, so we're gonna have to compare Coil versus, I guess, a normal mode, even though that's not.
Are we going to compare the lore and the mechanics and stuff
Just-
individually, or
the
like
mechanics, because
summary?
we don't-
both of them.
We don't have time to go through everything, so we just have to do just a quick
summary of both of
summary.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those
Coil
of
is
you,
better.
do we have players here in chat that have not played A Realm Reborn or joining 3.0? I'll do a quick explanation of Coil. Coil is basically the endgame raid for A Realm Reborn. Obviously, it didn't have any difficulty. It had one difficulty. A Savage mode was added for the first and second Coil, I believe. There were three: the first, the second, and the last Coil, or the final Coil of Bahamut. And yeah, that's it. So that's why we have to compare it to. It's hard to compare because there are literally two versions of Alex now. But overall, Coil was semi-tied to the main story. It was heavily tied to the 1.0 main story. So if you came from 1.0 into 2.0 or had any knowledge about 1.0 playing 2.0, that storyline really got to you really quickly. So playing Coil was also, in addition to being a cool fight, this is my opinion of course, was in addition to being cool mechanics wise, and of course obviously the first raid in the game, it was also a bit of an experience. I know that sounds really stupid to say about a raid in an MMO, but it was kind of like an experience going through the Coils, because obviously Bahamut played a pretty big role in the end of 1.0 and the beginning of A Realm Reborn. And I didn't feel that sense of awe and I didn't like mystery that you got from Coil in Alexander.
No.
I felt like Alexander was
Lore-wise.
something they just slapped in there and they just
Lore-
put some lore in.
Lore-wise, there's no competition at all.
No, lore-wise.
Coil is
But
so much better.
I feel
lore-wise.
like we should compare them like Alexander turn 1 versus Coil turn 1.
Oh, wow.
Or-
Okay.
turn 3.
And then go on with the.
I don't think we have time for that. That's going to take a while. There are 13 turns and 13
Just say
floors.
the one you like more. And
Well, Twintania.
What's good?
Twintania is my
we have a video where we did that.
where we actually beat it.
Back on every reborn.
True.
You can play it.
Beating Twintania in A Realm Reborn was a major achievement, because even though at the time when we were late because we took forever to get a raid team going and then we wiped forever, but we
Perhaps just show them the video.
I can't, I'm afraid.
Why not?
I can't. Oh, for fuck's sakes, why are you making me do this? Why are we showing this?
Here we go.
Okay, he's in the right spot. That's
So we're
nice.
in. Okay, this is perfect. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
concentrate. No lag.
No lag,
We're
please.
the same spot we
No lag.
disconnected.
Could we have some
Move out of the way, Lucio.
Mage Ballad Vero. No, oh, Jess
Oh, thank you.
is the bard now.
Okay, we're good.
You guys get another disconnect, I'm invading Norway.
Do that.
Oh, Liquid Hell. Ver-
Oh.
Who's got Liquid Hell?
Shit, that looks-
Well, we're just gonna have to heal you through that then.
Yep, it's fun.
Well,
Heal me, heal me, heal me.
Vero, run away. Run around in a circle and in the arena. You've been targeted.
Kill this round.
Not towards
Oh,
Just at the
Vero.
edge, Vero. You've made it very, very hard for yourself now.
Not yourself only.
Not
Can I
yourself
go
only.
back then?
No, well, look around.
Liquid health,
That was you, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's my time. My time to
Oh,
shine.
you want this one.
Oh, Celis, run.
Here we go.
happening?
Come on. Come on.
Yeah!
Oh god.
We're done!
Go fucking on.
Okay, so that's us clearing turn 5.
The
wasn't
funniest thing was though was in the end when we were going to need on the gear and stuff, and then Vero was like, "Can I need on the
egg.
egg?"
Yeah, it was one of
I
the,
was like, "No one fucking cares. Just need on the egg."
and it wasn't an egg. It was like a Woods nugget or something. I can't remember
Yeah.
what it was. It was really weird.